Major League Soccer is a league on the rise. Not just the quality of the competition, but the stadiums as well. Whether it's the sleek modern Allianz Field, the big NFL-style Lumen Field, or the historic Providence Park, the MLS has a bit of everything. This season, 3 new stadiums and 1 new team will be making their debut. Here are the Major League Soccer 2021 stadiums, plus an interesting fact about each one. We start off with Mercedes-Benz Stadium, which is not only the biggest stadium in the league, but it's also the only American MLS stadium with a retractable roof. Austin FC's stadium is in the final stages of construction and should be ready in time for the season opener. This stadium is being built on the site of an old chemical manufacturing plant, so don't be too surprised if the grass starts glowing during a match. Actually, disregard that last part. If it does start glowing, you need to get the hell out of there. I'm being serious, it's a real concern. Soldier Field may be known more as an NFL venue, having hosted the Chicago Bears since 1971. But it has more soccer credentials than you might think. It hosted multiple matches in the 1994 World Cup and the 1999 Women's World Cup, not to mention 2019's Gold Cup final between the USA and Mexico. FC Cincinnati will be leaving the unique Nippert Stadium and moving into a brand new stadium of their own. This stadium's exterior will be made up of 513 fins of LED lighting, which is a homage, which is a reference to Cincinnati's area code. At almost exactly 1 mile above sea level, Dick's Sporting Goods Park is the highest altitude stadium in the league. Being so high, you're bound to get snow, and in 2013 Costa Rica weren't too pleased when they went down 1-0 to the USA in blizzard conditions, a match which became known as Snow Classico. The Mafre Stadium was the first stadium built specifically for the MLS. But the defending champs deserve a world-class stadium, and that's exactly what they'll get in the summer of 2021 when Columbus Crew's new stadium is complete. The stadium's designed to maximize the atmosphere, with a new steep single-level terrace known as the Nordeck that will feature a drum platform and even fog piping. Toyota Stadium, no, not that one, the one in Texas. That last one, by the way, is located in Toyota, Japan, and sponsored by Toyota, the car company, which was founded nearby. You might think the company was named after the city, but actually it's the other way around. Weird. Anyway, what was I talking about again? Oh yeah, FC Dallas's Toyota Stadium is home to the National Soccer Hall of Fame. Audi Field's field-level corporate suites are closer to the action than any other stadium in the league. And if you're a baseball fan, it's just 1,500 feet or about 450 meters from Nationals Park. But it's not the closest MLS stadium to an MLB stadium. That honor goes to BBVA Stadium, which is a little over 1,300 feet or 400 meters from Minute Maid Park. And if you like American football, this stadium is also home to the Texas Southern Tigers college football team. In its short history, the Dignity Health Sports Park has been home to nearly 10 different teams across 3 different sports. And it will even be hosting the rugby at the 2028 Summer Olympics. Bank of California Stadium was the first open-air stadium to be built in the city of Los Angeles since Dodger Stadium was constructed way back in 1962. And if you're a little confused, that's because Dignity Health Sports Park is actually in Carson and not LA itself. Allianz Field is one of many different stadiums in the world that are named after the German insurance company. But it also goes by the nickname Cloud City, due to its apparent resemblance to the floating city from Star Wars of the same name. Inter Miami CF Stadium is the temporary home to, Inter Miami CF, and starting in June 2021, it will become the first stadium in the Western Hemisphere to serve as a permanent university campus. Not a bad place to study. Stade Saputo is named after the Saputo family, who donated $7.5 million towards the construction of the stadium, making it the only MLS stadium named after a donor, which is quite common in college football. Nissan Stadium is the temporary home to Nashville SC, who will be getting their own new stadium soon. It's a good thing they're getting their own stadium because Nissan Stadium is prone to flooding. It was completely flooded in 2010 with the water level reaching up to 6 feet deep. Gillette Stadium's design is based on Baltimore's M&T Bank Stadium, which was specifically requested by New England Revolution and Patriots owner Robert Kraft. Yankee Stadium. Oh, it appears I mixed up the MLS with the MLB on this one. My apologies. I don't know how that happened. Unless they play the... No, surely not. Red Bull Arena has a very similar design to Austria's Vertisti Stadium, the roof in particular. Speaking of the roof, it's the largest roof canopy of all the MLS stadiums. And I know it's Red Bull Arena, but wow, that's a monster of a roof. Okay, jeez. You mess with Red Bull, you get the horns. When construction commenced on Exploria Stadium, plans were originally only for a 19,000 capacity, but due to growing interest, midway through construction, the plans were changed to increase the capacity to 25,500. Subaru Park is situated in a rather picturesque location, and the architects have taken this into consideration when designing the roofs, which don't obstruct the view of the nearby Commodore Barry Bridge and Delaware River. Providence Park is one of my favourite MLS stadiums. Yes, it doesn't boast the amenities or the sleek modern aesthetics of some other stadiums, but it has plenty of character. And that's largely due to the fact that it's currently the oldest soccer-specific stadium in the MLS. Rio Tinto Stadium is similar to Subaru Park in that the architects were aware of the stadium's scenic location, but instead of a bridge and a river, it's the rugged Wasatch Mountains that the spectators get a view of. Earthquake Stadium has, firstly I hope the San Andreas fault line stays steady, because a name like that is asking for trouble. Where was I? Yes. It has a smattering of red seats that that reference the team's heyday in the NASL when they wore red. They are laid out in a particular pattern that contains the message Go EQ in binary. In 2014, the pitch at Lumen Field was damaged before a Sounders game by an Amazon corporate event involving a game of Quidditch. I think we might have footage of the incident. Sporting Kansas City admirably gives the naming rights of their stadium to a charity. It was originally called Livestrong Sporting Park after Lance Armstrong's charity. The deal was cut short, however, in 2013. I can't think of a possible reason. Oh, yes, that's why. But it's now named after the Children's Mercy Hospital in Kansas City. Incredibly, BMO Field is the fifth stadium to be built on that exact site, which is crazy to think of, Being a stadium at 170 Princess Boulevard, Toronto, Canada is like being Kim Jong-un's dietitian. He'll kill you if he gains weight, and he'll kill you if you tell him to eat less cheese. It's a lose-lose situation. Hopefully BMO Field sticks around for a while, because I quite like it. BC Place used to have an inflatable roof, but in 2007 the roof was torn due to a build-up of snow and the roof was intentionally deflated. Feeling deflated themselves, they came up with a new roof design, which is the largest cable-supported roof in the world. But to be fair to them, how could they have possibly predicted that it would snow in Canada? So there you have it, the Major League Soccer stadiums for 2021. Hopefully they get a bit more use than they did in 2020. Let me know in the comments which stadium is your favourite, and if you have any video ideas, I'd love to hear them. Also, if you haven't subscribed already, please do. You probably won't regret it. Thanks for watching, have a good one.